Hi, this is Ash. I hope you had a great N7 day because I've come from the abyss to say a quick hello and share a quick analysis on the new poster image we received from BioWare. We'll talk shop about the image, then afterwards there's a link in the description where you can download the high-res version from the original Mass Effect site. Anyway, I'm prone to overthinking, so let's get started. First is this massive crater in the center top of the poster. Considering the distance from the bottom, this reminds me a lot of the head of the Geth, the bright eye at the top and long neck. There's a noticeable crack along the middle of the eye on both sides, which is similar to the crazy lens flare that Mass Effect is kind of known for. If we were to think about what this was in a realistic sense, since there's a bunch of bodies near the eye, I think this could have been an exploded Reaper core, which would make sense considering the original trailer that had a bunch of dead Reapers in the snow. But I'm more of the mind that this poster is meant to evoke that eerie resemblance to the Geth and hint at their possible involvement in the next game. It makes sense considering how important human-AI symbiosis was in the Mass Effect Andromeda story. Both Andromeda and the original trilogy have shed light on the logistics and ethics of artificial intelligence, and I personally think this is the most natural transition BioWare could create a story on within the Mass Effect universe. Not only is it a core struggle within the games, but also a reflection of our own value systems as a society that we'll have to tackle through in real life. Most notably, technologies like Neuralink and OpenAI that quite literally have everything to deal with AI, sticking a piece of hardware in our brain and humanity's progression into the future, whether that be in reality or in metaverses. But that's a topic for another day. There's 4 corpses near the eye. 2 human-sized bodies near the eye. Down below is a slightly larger body buried in the sand or perhaps half blown up. And to the right is a large body that I'd estimate is close to a Geth juggernaut. Below are 4 people coming from a ship with the designation SFX. One looks like a Krogan while the others have similar body size to humans, Asari, or perhaps Solarians. The fact there's 4 of them immediately struck me as historically, and I think I've mentioned this before, the Mass Effect games have always been the protagonists and 2 companions. Only in Dragon Age have we seen 3 companions active at a time. I believe this is either a stronger hint at 3 active companions at a time, or we will have the 2 traditional companions and also a guide to come along. Obvious reference is Liara being in the trailer. As far as the ship itself, while it's smaller than other military ships we've seen, it's equipped, or at least it looks equipped, with a weapon system. It's a bit torn up, with the painting above the right side SFX scraped off. The cockpit is small with only one viewable pilot, so this looks more like a corvette or similar vessel size. It's going to be a long time until we get the next Mass Effect, especially since we still have the next Dragon Age to come out eventually. That said, if you're a diehard fan of Mass Effect, this is likely the best time to take a relaxed playthrough of Mass Effect Andromeda. No. I definitely had some criticisms to say about the game when it came out, and you can check the review on this channel, but it really isn't that bad. I definitely believe that the next Mass Effect will blend results of the past trilogy with the Andromeda Initiative's benefactor. I'd count on it. That's all I have to say for now. Honestly, we don't have a time for either Dragon Age or Mass Effect news outside of the potential for something to happen during the Game Awards next month. But for now, I'm off to sleep. Take care of yourselves. Hope you had a lovely N7 day, and Fenera and Unsal.